Hey Cancer, welcome to Dark Eve Tarot. I'm Eve, and we're going to get you a monster message. We're going to look at an external monster and an internal monster. Starting with external. Alright. So the first card is kind of an identifier to help you identify this monster. And, ooh, we have the Four of Wands. So this monster is kind of like something that kind of rains on your parade, or kind of destroys what you've built, kind of. Because like the Four of Wands, that's like, oh, it's your special day, it's your, yay, you, right? And then, but it's depicting like this, just, everything being destroyed, like a big mess, right? And so, this here is something about you. You're above it. I mean, it's the World card, which, it's I don't know, it's just kind of telling me you're either above it or you're done with it. Well, done with what? I don't know. So this right here, this is something that you don't see. Oh. They're coming for you anyways. Man. It's like not only, whoever this is, it's like not only have they kind of ruined something that apparently took a long time to build. And you're here like trying to rise above. Like, I want to say like, do the right thing, rise above, right? Turn the other cheek or what have you. But it's like they just keep coming. Like they have a vendetta or something. I don't know, I kind of wish they would just, like, I don't know, it's kind of like, leave Cancer alone. Like, what's your deal with Cancer? Leave Cancer alone. So here, this is like the, the goal, or the purpose of the monster. And the monster is like, it could be a person, it could be a situation, just something that's just kind of messing with you. So their purpose is to sway your opinion here, because we have it's the Two of Swords, which is kind of a card of indecision, right? They're refusing to decide. They want to take your decisions from you. They want to decide for you. They want control over the decisions. Huh. So what's your advice? What's the advice for Cancer? It's to do what you do best, Cancer. I'm just getting that from this creation card. Do what you do best. Whatever that is. This is like kind of like harnessing your strength, harnessing your own personal power, like the spark within you that makes you you. It's what you do best. That's like, be yourself. Do the Cancer thing, do the right thing, keep being you is the advice. So I don't know if they're just going to get petered out eventually, or they're going to maybe they'll realize that Not every decision is theirs to make. But your advice is to do you. So internal, we're going to look next at internal monster for you, and it's just another way of saying your dark side or your shadow, your internal monster. So again, the first card is it's an identifier to help identify the monster. And we have the Six of Swords. This is escapism. This is the part of you that prefers fantasy to reality. This is your escapist self. How do you escape? And why do you hide it? Why do you, it's not just escaping, but it's kind of hiding it. Hiding the fact that you escape this thing in this way or something like that. And so here's a bit about you, your conscious self. A little extra vulnerable here. So we have, it's the Queen of Pentacles, but she's in a vulnerable state. She's, you could see she's kind of exposed here. It's weird. Because it looks as if you consciously think that you're being vulnerable, you're being exposed, yet you're hiding, like there's something that you're totally escaping from and you're hiding it. So you're not as exposed or vulnerable as you think you are. At least as your, as far as your conscious versus subconscious goes. And so here, this is something that you don't see. Someone else had this in the exact spot. And this is like, it's kind of like you turning your back on what your shadow has to offer you. Because your internal monster, all of us, our internal monster holds a lot of power, holds a lot of personal power, and you can use that with like some wisdom, and you can use it to make your life better. You know what I mean? Like you could take advantage of that energy. You can tap into it and use it to make your life better. Hence all of these lovely cups that you've turned your back on. Because how could your shadow possibly give you cups? Well, like I told the other sign that this card came up for, the cups are fair game. You can give your shadow a chance and let your shadow take you places. I mean, you don't have to hide. It's like it doesn't have to be escape. It could be something else. It's like the Nine of Cups is a card of fulfillment. So it feels like missing out on something fulfilling because you don't think your shadow can provide that for you. So here, if you don't, this is kind of like if you don't look at your shadow, if you don't look at your monster, if you don't let your monster help you or what have you, then I see that limiting your options here. This feels like just limited options, like having your hands tied behind your back. You're limiting yourself. And it's Five of Pentacles here. That's, that's like, I mean, it could be limiting yourself, maybe financially, but like it could also be like feeling not worthy enough. And then what happens when you don't feel worthy enough? You go back to hiding. You go back to escaping and hiding that you're escaping. It's like you can, there's like a little seesaw pattern here that you can get stuck in if you let yourself get stuck in it. So let's look at the advice here. What's the advice for Cancer for the internal monster? Okay, so we have Defiance here, and this is about fighting that urge. Fighting the urge to get on the seesaw. That seesaw, back and forth. Hiding, not good enough. Escaping, not good enough. Defy that. Like, no, I'm not getting on that seesaw. That's the advice. Alright, so Cancer. This is your monster message. Take what resonates, and I will see you next time. Bye, Cancer.